at certain ages, you can't ever believe you'll say the words, I'm nearly 60, can you? When you're in your 20s, that seems ancient. But obviously, as life goes on, it doesn't really bother me. I think it bothers Eamonn a bit more about aging. He moans a lot about, oh, I hate getting old, oh, I hate getting old. I said, well, you'll talk yourself into being old soon. But we thought we might do something. He's very good at celebrating big birthdays. So he did Big Bash's 50th, celebrated mine. He did my big Strictly party. He's very good at a surprise party. So we thought we might do something jointly. So
next year for his 60th will be a big one.
Yeah.
It's funny actually because his birthday is the day after Shane Jr.'s.
Yeah.
Shane Jr.'s yesterday. He was 30, and I don't know. I think when your kids are getting like
30.
I sat there and thought, no, I'm way too young to have a 30-year-old, and I need a. I don't think he's mine, so
I'm
having a
swap.
DNA.
Something's happened.
So, yeah, definitely.
Something's gone wrong.
I have loved every decade. Every one of them has been like, I've never had a problem. I've never understood people going, oh, I hate getting old. I don't want to celebrate it. Don't buy me cars. But until I got in my 50s. And I've hated it since I got in my 50s.
But is that circumstantial more than age? Just because, you know,
things have happened in your 50s that...
You're just pointing out that I'm alone in my 50s.
Coleen,
you said it very subtly.
Can I remind you, I went all the way to Manchester to come to your 50th birthday.
You did, and I loved that. Well, I loved celebrating my 50th in that first year. You know, I wasn't there going, oh, don't throw a big party for me, I don't want to acknowledge it. Because, like I said, I've loved all of them. But I don't know, since 51, 52, now 53, yeah, I've just not enjoyed it.
But do you think, sorry to bring it up again, but do you think it's because you're single?
Yes! No, I think, well, maybe, yes. Maybe it's because you don't plan to get into your almost mid-50s and be single, but... So it could be that. And I think I've started to feel a bit invisible to the world.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because Gransnet did...
I thought you were going to say, who said that?
Well, I don't feel invisible, but Gransnet did a survey recently and they found that 7 out of 10 women over 50 say they become invisible.
Oh, really?
They feel invisible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Over what age?
50.
Over 50,
Yeah, but I didn't feel that. And actually, I'm going to tell everyone now that in 2 weeks' time, I will be 72.
I think you're inspirational.
But you're not invisible in your 50s. Life's what you make it. And I know you've had a tough time, and I really appreciate all of that. But you're not invisible to any of us. And I'd say to anyone watching who's starting to feel invisible, get up in the morning and make the day what you want it to be. Just think positively.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think some of it, and you might agree with me on this, is when your kids are getting older.
Yeah.
So Kira now 17, she's just passed her driving test, so she's off. And you kind of sit at home and think, oh, my job is done, you know, because they don't really... I mean, they always need you, kids, but they're very independent
But that's
now.
where Janet's right. That's now something that you've got to reboot in your mind and go, OK, I'm not needed so much there, so what am I now going to do
I
for
want
me?
to do? Yeah.
And, yeah, I think we all go through that.
You don't feel invisible, do you?
Well, I don't feel invisible in my own home. You know, I'm... You know, God, we bicker like nobody else, but... You know, I do feel that Gary listens to me, my kids listen to me, so that's great. But there have been situations, I think, socially, where I don't feel as listened to as I might have been when I was younger. And
Maybe that's what I mean socially.
Yeah.
Invisible, not at home.
Yeah, I do feel more invisible socially.
Which actually in other cultures that you were saying earlier, that, you know, the elders are really revered,
you look
aren't they?
at
Well,
no one's table in Spain, they're all listening with great reverence to
Yeah, well, no one's listening to me for advice because obviously I'm living the life of a teenager at 72 and any advice I give you, Coleen, will be very, very subversive and naughty and not...
She could get you into trouble.
I might move in with you, Janet.